shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs as well. A few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a 2-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball carrier.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains.
That's the end of
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think after that run, the defense gets back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
Yeah, more football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Steelers 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach intermission here at a low. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Thank you. All right, let's go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Tony Pollard. And he will score.
Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Greg Zerline to kick off fourth down.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Into heavy traffic. And it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, they also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And goal at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Ben to throw again. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
Steelers.
What's that thing about force or mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up a 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to it with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running salad.
But it's brought in by Washington. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. Everson Griffin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Cowboys, the win gets them back.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go missing? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Tees it up and boots it away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
41, Ezekiel Elliott.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. first carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
on 2nd down now. It's Conner. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Cowboy first down. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
A first down throw for Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
8-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And fights through one there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Forced out to his left. Ebron's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Prescott from the gun on third. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 48-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back reception. For him, and it's another first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run with Connor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle by
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Braves take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
There on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And a Cowboy
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
55.
They'll run with Pollard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own
11-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
It's nothing.
after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the screen. 49.
Now it's Connor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down, and
again it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger looking deep here for Ebron. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7. Greg Zuerlein.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
James Conner. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And oh, he caught it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. And here we go. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Prescott.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Steeler.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime and took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.